You saw it, right? I was about to turn off my PC, and then I clicked this. It's crazy. I didn't click. I click it just to let you know. Look, Busta Rhymes confirmed Diddy and him smash Orlando Brown his IG live. What the fuck those people going on, man? Gonna really react to this guy, man. Yo, what the hell?
Can't make this up. That was one thing when we hear different stories about celebrities exposing other celebrities for being victims of Diddy and
simply being women.
Whoa.
How long has it been like this known about Busta?
I clicked something.
about celebrities exposing other celebrities for being victims of Diddy and all different types of booty tickling activity. But it's a completely different situation when you hear it from the predator's mouth himself, bro. We have Busta Rhymes. I would have never suspected.
It's crazy.
But we have Busta Rhymes confirming that Diddy and him smashed Orlando Brown.
Orlando Brown was not lying.
50 Cent apparently has proof. 50 Cent is friends with all these rappers. A lot of people think that 50 Cent is also involved with the booty tickling activity. I really don't know. I really don't know. There hasn't been much evidence against Diddy for me to say, yeah, he's a booty tickler himself. But Busta Rhymes, you gotta do better, my boy. Let's hop right into it. Make sure you guys do leave a like down below and subscribe. Let's get it, y'all.
They call them fun boys. They'll say we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope.
Hey, yo.
So when I walk across the street to the crowd,
Hey, yo,
I'm walking through the crowd and somebody grabs my hand.
Uh-oh.
Just softly put their hand in my hand and just holding it. So I look, you know, and I see this big chain that said flip mode. Just diamonds iced out. I look at the chain and I know what flip mode is, so I look up. Now all this happened in split seconds. I look up and it's Busta Rhymes.
If Busta ever try to film me, hit you with no delay, so what you saying, yo? Silly with that 9 milli, what the deal, yo? Yeah, I can hit better than him. You better not play with me. I will and perform Busta Rhymes, yo.
Not Busta Rhymes getting exposed as a super zest monster.
What?
And listen, those are his bodyguard's words, not mine.
I seen you talking about Busta Rhymes before
Oh, yeah.
in some of your videos.
Oh, yeah. Super zest monster.
So, apparently, Busta Rhymes is going viral after a former bodyguard spilled the beans,
Super Zest Monster is an insane title, bro.
claiming
insane
Busta
title,
made
bro.
some seriously strange requests about young men in his VIP club section. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. See, Orlando Brown is out here alleging that Busta is one of the many DL rappers who turned him out. And now, on top of this, 50 Cent has also chimed in, throwing not so subtle hints about Busta's secret lifestyle. And now, on top of all that, a bunch of men are stepping into the spotlight, sharing their own stories about how Busta allegedly made inappropriate advances and tried to get them to party with him. But let's get real for a second. This isn't just about their orientation. It's about these DL men in the industry acting all tough in public while putting their hands on people. All because they're too scared to live their truth.
But if you notice, like, there's countless videos of Busta Rhymes getting mad at females for just being girls. Why you getting mad at females? You go to these guys, they're in the club, go to their section. It's all men in the section.
It seems like everyone in the industry has been whispering about Busta's escapades for ages. But now it's all coming out into the open. But what exactly did Orlando Brown and 50 Cent
I'm
reveal?
not gonna lie, look, if you want to be a gay gangster, go ahead. Nobody's telling you that you can't be a gay gangster, my boy. But it's when people like that use their power in order to tickle another man's butt against his will. There are so many incidences where these up-and-coming celebrities are getting, manhandled simply because someone like P. Diddy or Busta Rhymes has a little bit more power. That's called a gatekeeper. Right? Let's continue.
About Busta. Did Busta actually do something inappropriate to young men? Let's break it all down.
I'm Prince tonight.
Did you know that back in 2006, Busta Rhymes made headlines after screaming a homophobic slur at a male fan who approached him? According to the New York Post, the fan came up to Busta and tapped him on the shoulder to congratulate him on his recent comeback. But Busta went off on him and then turned to his bodyguard, saying, "I hate effing F-word, man." And get this, when Busta was asked back in 2007 about homophobia in the rap community, He said that because of what he represents culturally, he doesn't condone homosexuality whatsoever. When asked if the hip-hop culture would ever accept a gay rapper, Busta got up and left the interview. Fast forward to now, and it turns out that Busta Rhymes might be yet another rapper hiding his true identity while taking out his frustrations on others. But let's be clear, this isn't just about Busta allegedly being into men, because at the end of the day, that's his business. The real shame is him allegedly being into men while also being self-hating and putting his hands on women and male ex-workers he allegedly hires. You know, it's the hypocrisy for me. But let's rewind a bit back to the early 2000s when these whispers about Busta's preferences first started making headlines. And you know who was the brave soul spilling this hot tea? None other than Wendy Williams. So, what exactly did Wendy reveal about Busta's
They got Wendy Williams sick and stuff. Come on now.
secret lifestyle? Wendy exposed the so-called homo thugs.
We come from a very homosexual era of hip-hop as well. There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such. And now it's all come full circle. There were many situations, none of which to talk.
You hear someone like this, someone who grew up in that generation of rap. Nowadays, the gay rappers are admittedly gay. Lil Uzi says it. Wearing tight dresses and purses, and like, the rappers of this generation are open about their homosexuality. But the rappers of her generation weren't. So hearing her talk about it and say, or I heard Wendy Williams was a transgender her damn self, so I really don't even know at this point.
Really?
But hearing this person talk about it, it's pretty interesting, yeah?
Talk about, but there were many situations back in the day in my career, and it's all coming full circle now. So
word on the street is that back in the day, Wendy Williams had an entire list of rappers who were on the DL, and she would have people call into her show to spill all the scandalous details about their encounters with these rappers. And guess whose name allegedly made that infamous list? None other than Busta Rhymes. One time, a man reportedly called into Wendy's show and claimed that Busta punched him in the face right after he got down on his knees for Busta. But that's not all. The caller claimed that Busta told him to keep his mouth shut about their encounter, which supposedly took place at a club in NYC, where rappers would go to have these types of encounters with gay men. Even though Busta allegedly pulled some serious strings to get the recording wiped from the internet, Wendy's OG fans remember this episode very well. Now, let's not forget that Wendy was also one of the first to publicly discuss Diddy's rumored DL lifestyle, and she even had receipts to back it up. However, when Diddy heard Wendy had a photo of him with another man, he reportedly got Wendy fired from Hot 97 and practically chased her out of New York, forcing her to find work in Philadelphia.
When she put out those pictures of the dude pulling his pants down, and it looked like some gay act that was going on,
Holy shit.
he got on the phone. He said, let me tell you this. When I get back to New York City, if she's on the radio station, he's talking to a radio executive. He said the same thing to he said, nobody that I deal with, nobody that I know is gonna do anything with y'all, no business at all. It ain't gonna be no artist, no nothing gonna come. He's telling people that at a radio station.
That's crazy.
When we got back to New York City,
My son got power, yo.
Wendy Williams was in Philly at a new station.
Wow.
That's the power he had.
By the way, Jaguar Wright also recently pointed out that Wendy Williams was the first one to call out Diddy and his fellow.
I promise you that when Diddy make Wendy Williams sick, yo. Trust me.
Homo thugs in the industry.
Shout out to Wendy Williams, the first woman to uncover the homo thugs. That's what these down low bitches was called when Wendy first started talking about it in the 90s, the homo thug. She talking about Diddy.
And then what's the stuff that's happening to Wendy Williams? You think this is all connection too?
Of course. They've been waiting. He's been waiting. He was waiting for Kim. Remember? He was waiting. The casket was ready. She was literally casket ready.
And allegedly, this is the reason why Busta Rhymes and Diddy developed such a close friendship.
Look.
Word on the street is they had a lot in common, with some sources even claiming they allegedly shared young men with each other. Sure, now that Diddy is facing a federal investigation, Busta has distanced himself from him. However, it's a known fact they were close for years, going all the way back to the 90s. Here's a very happy-looking Busta hanging out with Diddy, J-Lo, Aaliyah, Hype Williams, and a bunch of other industry faces. And here's Busta with Diddy and his former BFF Jay-Z.
BFF.
Or how about
crazy.
this photo of Diddy looking like he wants to eat Busta?
Hey, yo.
Literally.
Forever.
And let's not forget that Busta was hanging out with Diddy and praising him as recently as
That's
September
forever.
each other. Sure, now that Diddy is facing a federal investigation, Busta has distanced himself from him. However, it's a known fact they were close for years, going all the way back to the 90s. Here's a very happy-looking Busta hanging out with Diddy, J-Lo, Aaliyah, Hype Williams, and a bunch of other industry faces. And here's Busta with Diddy and his former BFF Jay-Z.
BFF.
Or how about
crazy.
this photo of Diddy looking like he wants to eat Busta?
Hey, yo.
Literally. And let's not forget that Busta was hanging out with Diddy and praising him as recently as September 2023, just weeks before Cassie dropped her bombshell lawsuit.
Let me finish. This is the father of the joint venture deals, the label deals, that's right, the production deals. That's right. This is the father. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna big up Dallas Austin because he pulled this all up. But when he did it, it was the complete shifting of the climate. We ain't never seen it before. The same way, there's been a lot of greatness after. They added to the floors of the skyscraper. He designed the foundation for that skyscraper.
Those same shorts. And blue kids shorts. And gym shorts.
Now, going back to what Jaguar Wright said about Wendy Williams exposing homo thugs, the reason she called them this is that they weren't just gay and on the DL, but they allegedly used intimidation tactics and physical violence against anyone who dared to speak on their secret lifestyle. Not only that, but both Diddy and Busta Rhymes have a long track record of getting physical with both women and men and taking out their anger on those they know won't hit them back. Busta's...
Hey, I don't know why y'all be hitting on women, man. Shit. You know you full-time power, like full-time stronger than women. Why? Yeah, killing me with this
disturbing history of legal drama started back in 2006 when he allegedly attacked a man for spitting on his car. Later that year, prosecutors tried to nail Busta for possession of a weapon in the same incident, and according to Billboard, they claimed he had a whole machete in his vehicle. Fast forward to 2007, and Busta was back in hot water. He got arrested and charged with a misdemeanor for allegedly putting his hands on his former driver over money issues. Busta eventually pleaded guilty to both charges and got slapped with 3 years probation. And just when you thought it was...
I'm not gonna lie, if someone spit on my car, I'm gonna have to fight him too. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. If I find out that my driver is stealing money from me, I'm gonna have to fight him too. Those are reasonable charges, bro.
Over. In 2009, the New York Post dished that Busta had to cough up $75,000 to a fan. This fan claimed Busta threw multiple water bottles at him, and his bodyguard punched him in the face. Apparently, the only reason Busta attacked this man was because he tried to leave Busta's concert. The man later told the New York Post that he had hoped to see Fabulous perform, but since Fabulous didn't show up, the man said he stood up so he could leave as soon as Busta left the stage. However, Busta told him to get down and asked, "I'm not good for you?" The man said Busta then splashed him with 1 bottle of water and threw 2 more at him before one of Busta's bodyguards punched him. So again, it makes perfect sense why Busta was friends with Diddy all these years. But besides their anger issues, another thing Busta and Diddy allegedly have in common is their taste for much younger men. In fact, according to Busta's former bodyguard Big Homie CC, Busta would regularly send his entourage to find young hot men and bring them to his VIP section in the club. Big Homie CC recently set the internet ablaze with his appearance on The Art of Dialogue when he boldly called Busta a super zest monster and dished on all the juicy details of what Busta was allegedly up to with young men back in the day. According to Big Homie, this has been an open secret in the industry for years, and everyone in the know, especially the club promoters, had the lowdown on Busta's preferences. Word is, if Busta was coming to a party, The promoters knew they had to line up some hot young men to bring to his VIP section to
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. What the hell?
keep him entertained.
I seen you talking about Busta Rhymes before
Oh yeah.
in some of your videos.
Oh yeah. Super zest monster. For sure, bro. That's my thing, but like this been common knowledge though. Like all my promoter homies would always say, man, you know, we gotta bring some we gotta bring some, what they call them, I'm not gonna say it over there. They call them fun boys. They'll say we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. Cause you know, I bodyguarded for Ghostface Killer before, you feel me? And being around him, you hear things, you feel me? I'm like, damn. And my auntie like the biggest Busta Rhymes fan, you feel me? Like every cookout she playing it, all his little fast rapping, all of that, him and Craig Mack playing that.
Big Homie then dished about one particularly wild night when Busta spotted him in the club with actor and model Don Benjamin, along with one of Don's friends who happened to be a gay man. When Busta laid eyes on this man, he reportedly went straight into action. According to Big Homie, Busta practically lunged at the guy, pulling him into his VIP section and ensuring he didn't leave. Big Homie described how Busta was all over this guy, making sure he stayed close and didn't wander off. According to Big Homie, this wasn't a one-off incident, but a regular occurrence whenever Busta hit the clubs. Apparently, everyone who mattered knew the drill. Find the hottest men and bring them to Busta's section. Because once he had his sights set, he was relentless.
Bro, on my soul, I'm out with a group of people.
The fuck was my phone?
At this time, I was with Don Benjamin. You familiar with him?
No, I never heard of him.
Model dude, like a model guy. He be doing like some rapping and stuff. His name Don Benjamin. I'm out with Don Benjamin, and the club we ended up going to, Busta Rhymes in there. So it was a little lawyer guy that was with us. And the little lawyer guy we was with, you know, he was a gay dude, super cool, feel me, good guy. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad, like,
hey yo,
what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us. Well, I know he was in the little groups. So if I go out with somebody, like a group of people, I try to make sure everybody get there together and leave together. No, he stayed with them. He stayed in there with them, bro. For sure, bro. You ain't never heard about this before, have you? Bro, this common knowledge, bro. Like, if you in the mix, if you in the mix, like I've been in the mix, you know this.
Big Homie also recalled hearing Busta say that this man looked cute, and Busta just wouldn't let him leave his section.
So, I hear somebody say,
that's insane.
Oh, he's cute, I want him. So when I heard that, I turned around, like, man, did he just say that? He got all this jewelry to attract some men in here? You wild. Shocking. But so no.
You know what I'm saying? With the big chain? Yeah. Shit, what up, niggas? That nigga funny.
Tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us. Well, I know he was in the little groups. So if I go out with somebody, like a group of people, I try to make sure everybody get there together and leave together. No, he stayed with them. He stayed in there with them, bro. For sure, bro. You ain't never heard about this before, have you? Bro, this common knowledge, bro. Like, if you in the mix, bro. If you in the mix, like I've been in the mix, you know this.
Big Homie also recalled hearing Busta say that this man looked cute, and Busta just wouldn't let him leave his section.
So, I hear somebody say,
that's insane.
Oh, he's cute, I want him. So when I heard that, I turned around, like, man, did he just say that? He got all this jewelry to attract some men in here? You wild. Shocked me. But so no.
Yo.
And that was the guy that Busta Rhymes pulled back?
He pulled him into the section. Pulled him into the section, then they walled him off like this man. I'm like, damn. And that little dude was so happy, he couldn't believe that. He was shocked.
According to Big Homie, he's known what Busta is all about for over a decade. When asked why no one else in the industry spoke up about it, Big Homie said that's because they want to be in that VIP section with Busta. Big Homie also pointed out something that doesn't get talked about enough: how Busta allegedly has a long track record of lashing out at women. According to Big Homie, it sounds like Busta might be jealous of women for simply being women.
How long has it been like this known about Busta Rhymes?
I knew about this like 2012. I knew about this in 2012.
How come you think nobody else speaks up on it or says anything?
I get scared, man.
Because, bro, these people admire these people so much. They want to make sure they in the section, they at the club, they at the video shoot, they can get backstage. That matters most to them. That matters so much to people. It's crazy. Like, but if you notice, like, there's countless videos of Busta Rhymes getting mad at females for just being girls. This girl touched him one time, he go crazy, throw a drink on her and everything.
Damn.
See what I'm saying?
Not a girl, man.
Like,
Come
what?
on.
Why you getting mad at females?
Yeah.
You go to these guys, they in the club, go to their section. It's all men in the section. That ain't weird to nobody. I'm going to the bar, sorry. Text me if it get dangerous. But there's all this club security in here, like nothing's finna happen. Nobody wanna kill you guys, bro. Like, when I get jobs from people who really got a threat on their life, I move way different. But nah, you ask, bro, anybody that's in the mix, bro, like, you know, bro, most of these dudes, bro, putting on a major act. They don't wanna be themselves.
It's crazy.
They'll get mad at you for buying bottles of champagne to give the girls. They'll get mad, oh, we don't want these bottle rats in our section. What are we here for? Why are y'all here then? Exactly. What are y'all here for? Just because y'all got booked to be here, okay, but sometimes they not booked. They just in there. And what they looking for, it ain't gonna be what you thinking of on God. Seen it.
But if you think this
That's
is
crazy,
just one
bro.
bodyguard stirring the pot or spreading tall tales, think again. Turns out there
That's
are
crazy.
multiple men who have come forward with their own juicy stories about close encounters with Busta Rhymes. Back in 2020, social media user Trip Ali spilled some serious tea on his YouTube channel and claimed that Busta tried to pick him up in NYC while he was on his way to a club for a Halloween party.
I'm walking, New York City, you know, going to a club. It was Halloween weekend, you know, everybody was out. And it was this party we was going to, me, my boy, and his friend that had came in from Detroit. Friend that had came in from Detroit.
Friend, you know what I mean?
And I'm walking across the street and Busta Rhymes just grabbed my hand. And he holding my hand. Now, I ain't know it was Busta at first. You know, Busta Rhymes tall. I'm sure I came up to about right here. So the first thing I noticed was this big ass flip mode chain that was blinding me. So I look at the chain and I'm like, and I look up, I'm like, oh, what's up, Busta? What's up? Now he holding my hand the whole time. I'm like, what's up, man? He like, what you doing? And I was like, oh, me and my people, we about to go to this club around the corner. What's up, man? You know, and then I noticed throughout my peripheral vision, the side eye, this big bodyguard in black. Just standing there, you know, looking around, you know, looked at me, you know, still looking around. Meanwhile, Busta still got my hand in his hand.
Trip Ali said Busta invited him to come to his VIP section in a club. And Trip got excited thinking it would just be a regular party.
And he says, you know, I'm about to go in this club. You know, we got a section. You know, you can come in with me if you want. And I'm like, word, for real? Like, that's what's up. Like, he was like, yeah. I was like, well, I got to, you know, tell my people. I was like, I come in. You know what I'm saying? He was like, okay, just let me know, you know, tell them that you coming in there to meet with me and come on up. And I was like, bet. So, of course, I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Busta Rhymes is one of my favorite artists.
However, Trip then got into an argument with his friend who didn't want to go to Busta's party, and the argument escalated into a physical fight. Trip was so rattled after the fight that he no longer wanted to go to any club, and his friend left him stranded in the middle of NYC.
I'll do the same thing too, not go to the club. That's crazy. Yo, what the hell?
Maybe this friend did Trip a favor because who knows what would have happened if he went with Busta to his VIP section. Now, fast forward to 2021, rumors popped up again that Busta was once again out and about trying to pick up men. He was caught by the paparazzi supposedly leaving a gay pride event with a trans woman. But hold up, because there's another man who has a story to share, none other than Orlando Brown. Recently, he alleged that a bunch of rappers, including Busta and Diddy, slept with him. Orlando Brown has once again sent the internet into a frenzy after spilling the tea.
You got him right. This guy funny. He don't give a fuck.
On camera, claiming he slept with multiple rappers, including Diddy, Busta Rhymes, Drake, WAYY, and a whole bunch of others.
Wow.
Here's the kicker, though. Orlando.
Yo, the AI said, wow. Yo, that's fucking AI song. AI. Look.
Recently, he alleged that a bunch of rappers, including Busta and Diddy, slept with him. Orlando Brown has once again sent the internet into a frenzy after spilling the tea on camera, claiming he slept with multiple rappers, including Diddy, Busta Rhymes, Drake, WAYY, and a whole bunch of others. Here's the kicker, though. Orlando has a bit of a reputation for substance use and some eccentric behavior. Because of this, people didn't really take him seriously when he first started airing out all these shocking allegations about the music industry. Everyone just brushed it off as another one of Orlando's crazy rants. But now, with seriously powerful figures being accused of all sorts of wild stuff, folks are starting to put the pieces together. Suddenly, Orlando's stories don't seem so far-fetched. Could it be that Orlando has been trying to tell us what's really going on in the industry all along? And who exactly are these rappers who allegedly took advantage of him? Just for context, over the past few years, Orlando has been popping up in viral interviews and dropping some seriously shocking allegations on rumored Hollywood rituals. In one of these interviews, Orlando hinted at the presence of some high-profile monsters lurking in the entertainment industry. And then he randomly brought up Diddy, seemingly saying that Diddy performed a certain act on him.
There's a lot of things that will make you buckle, bro. To make you buckle, bro. And people done lost their families, bro. People done lost their kids, and a lot of stuff done happened.
The record labels are taking life insurance policies out on rappers. Mainly because it's more dangerous for rappers nowadays.
I mean, this is a touchy subject. I just, I'll give you this. You can willingly turn.
The chin said $1 million mindset. Is this guy trying to copy the baby?
Turn woman and have a bag, or you can do what I'm doing. You can willingly turn trans, or you can get in trouble and go to jail and get up, and they do it to you forcefully because you're up and you didn't know what to do with your blessing.
Back then, most people just chuckled at Orlando's comments.
What did that have to do with the life insurance policies, my boy?
Treating them like an ongoing joke about Diddy possibly being on the down low. But now, with all these troubling accusations swirling around Diddy, perspectives are definitely shifting. People are starting to say that maybe Orlando isn't as off his rocker as everyone thought. When the bombshell headlines about Diddy's alleged crimes dropped back in November, Cam Capone wasted no time and invited Orlando back for another chat on their channel. This time, they revisited Orlando's viral comments about Diddy from the previous year and even brought up 50 Cent's wild story about Diddy trying to take him shopping. Here's how Orlando reacted to these questions about Diddy.
One of the big things that made its rounds all over the internet, went completely viral, was the things you had to say about Diddy.
Oh, yeah.
And there was also, shortly after that, there was an old video that was kind of going viral. And it was 50 Cent, and where he says he was at a party with Diddy. And he was mad at Diddy because Diddy offered to take him shopping. And he felt like that was only something like you would do for a female.
He's a nice guy.
People are convinced that Orlando is purposefully mixing truth with what seems like nonsense, perhaps to protect himself. They believe he may be using his eccentric behavior as a shield while subtly revealing real information. On the other hand,
this is what happened when you go to Disney Channel, man. Shit. I'm telling you, man. This guy must have didn't want to go, didn't go.
There are those who argue that Orlando's mental health challenges don't discredit his claims. They suggest that his struggles could stem from traumatic experiences in the industry, and his outspokenness might be his way of coping or seeking justice. And Orlando isn't finished yet with spilling the tea. Just recently, he went viral again, claiming he slept with multiple men in the industry. Not just Diddy, but also dropping names like Busta Rhymes and a whole bunch of others.
We made love. We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you seen Busta in the airport too. That motherfucker tried to act like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
What's that name? Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. Usher. Usher's a gusher. And
what?
Why you not naming no hoes?
I'm telling you, bro. It's my dad's friends. My dad sent his baddest friends on me.
Who's your dad?
Lucifer.
While most people don't typically take
That's
Orlando
crazy.
seriously when he makes these types of claims, there have been recent interviews where he appears more lucid. In these instances, if you read between the lines, Orlando seems to be making a lot of sense. 50 Cent trolls Busta with all these rumors and allegations swirling around Busta Rhymes. You already know 50 Cent would have something to say about it.
Of course.
50, who is preparing to hit the
This is like
stage
a
with
fuck.
Busta at the upcoming Humor and Harmony Comedy Festival, posted this photo
Hey, yo.
of Busta's
Hey,
famous
yo.
yellow outfit from the 1999 MTV Video Music Awards and wrote,
Busta can have wear this. So, my money. You see, that's
then
AI.
Busta fired back by sharing this AI-generated photo of 50 and said, I keep telling y'all the blessings don't stop, so we ain't never going to stop. I thought it was Father's Day, 50 Cent, and you out here looking like this. Don't let me find out this how you be in the mirror preparing your look for Shreveport. Now 50 and Busta are clearly just trolling each other. However, fans are saying Busta needs to stop with the silly posts and address those allegations about fun boys in his VIP club section. One fan commented, I've heard multiple gay stories on Busta and that he's a bussy snatcher and physically mistreats the men he's with.
Busta snatcher.
I remember there was a TV show that had a gay character dating an obviously DL rapper, and I was like, is this about Busta? Another person wrote, that has been known for years. I think the most disturbing part of it is the rumor about him being so self-hating and homophobic that he beats up the male prostitutes he hires. Really, really disturbing, and I always think of it when I see him being a misogynist to boot. Let me know how you feel about all these allegations being
That's
made about Busta.
insane, bro. I wouldn't even put it past him at the same time. That's how a lot of people in the industry are, but hey, go ahead and live your gay gangster lifestyle, my boy. It's really up to you. But I'm going to catch you on the next one, man. Peace.
Oh man, that's crazy. You know, that's it for the internet, man. It's too much internet going on. What the fuck? Too much shit going on, man. I'm out. I'm out, man. I swear to God, I'm out.